In Psalm 124, King David exhorts the nation to enthusiastically recount how, if God was not with them, they would have certainly been swept away in a flood of malevolence by the mass of humanity. The intensity of the deluge of evil is built up by four of the Psalm's 8 verses. It starts with mankind rising up against Israel. The hostility becomes angry and threatens to swallow up the nation alive. This becomes a flooding river about to drown the soul of the people. In its culmination, the war against Israel becomes brazen and wanton. The Mechilta explains this psalm as the day that Hashem delivered Israel from the hand of Egypt. This is because Israel was like a bird in the hand of a man, and if he squeezed just a little, it would be strangled. The Tikkunei HaZohar views psalms like this as King David seeing the exile by means of divine inspiration. The Sforno comments that the psalm is talking about the shield and help that God gave to Israel at the time of the destruction of the temple in order that the nation should not be annihilated. The most conventional interpretation is like the Metzudas David, that it was at a time that all man arose in anger to kill and destroy. There was no desire to humiliate or wait, rather it was a flood of brazenness and evil in which there was an all-consuming lust to rapidly swallow us up even while still alive. The language is repeated to emphasize that it was coming from all directions. The Meiri sees the flood of waters as a simile for a flood of troubles. The commentaries generally understand the word Nachala as river. Rashi, though, interprets it as the language of being ill, Chole. The Malbim sees this as two types of enemies. One is an enemy of the body, and the other an enemy of the soul. The line about a bird being trapped in a snare he sees as a metaphor. He explains that when the enemies wanted to agitate rebellion against the faith, Israel was like a bird before which all types of food are spread in a trap. However, they were able to withstand the test, and instead the enemies themselves were broken and destroyed. The Malbim comments on the term a song of ascents that the nation should recount how it was through the kindness of Hashem that they were rescued. He continues that the psalm expresses the idea that the way we trust in the name of Hashem is by believing that our help ultimately came from Him. The addition that He is the maker of heaven and earth means that He directs nature and is above it. Therefore, our help is really miraculous providence and not of the natural order. The Meiri has a similar rationale and explains that we escape because of great longing for the redemption, and this resembles a marvel. The Zohar brings a homily from Rabbi Yehuda that it is on the merit of Jacob that Israel is shielded, as it is written, if Hashem had not been with us, say please Yisrael. This means Yisrael, our grandfather. When I lived in Manhattan, I was a member of Lincoln Square Synagogue. There, Rabbi Shlomo Riskin would give sermons about Amalek. He explained in some situations Hashem would defend us against Amalek, and in other times we would need to defend ourselves. He continued that sometimes Amalek appears like a lion and other times like a fly. When Amalek comes like a lion, then Hashem fights our war. When Amalek comes like a fly, we must defend ourselves. However, a fly is attracted to filth. Therefore, when a Jew is dirty, they will be buzzed by flies. The solution is to clean yourself up. Similarly, there are times when the Jews are righteous and are attacked because they are properly teaching others about Hashem. In that case, a prayer is enough for Hashem to fight their war. Other times, the Jews are attacked by the nations because they have neglected religion. In that case, they must say Shema Yisrael and remember that there is only one God, and his name is the name that is written in the 5 books of Moses. And with that, miracles will come to rescue us, and this is being rescued by the name of Hashem. Thank you.